Hey, welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that longer delay. One of our Protoss players. So sorry about that.
Yeah, but we got the game. We got the game here. The last game of the day. Oh
It's gonna be
boy.
yeah, Diamond PVZ, Entropic versus Covariance on Deadwing. Not my favorite map in the pool, but this map isn't too bad. Reserve. I know most Protoss have been banning it lately, just because the natural and third are a little weird.
Yeah, definitely. So, dying covariance. Isn't that like like I took that like in a math class? Covariance.
It's a math term.
Yeah. And entropic is like got like science and math duking it out today. All right.
Good way to have
Anyways.
fun. In the top left, our purple Zerg, representing all things Zerg in the last game of today and trying to bring the score at least a little closer before day two, is going to be Entropic.
And on the bottom right, as the red Protoss, trying to close it out, trying to close out the subreddit war with the win for the Protoss. It is Covariance.
And we have another gateway expand. Actually, it seems as we've starting to get to the end of the day, we've seen more and more gateway expands come up.
Yeah, agreed.
But this is not a like map conducive to the Forge Fast expand. It's just too big of a area between your natural and your third.
Definitely. The first variation that we see.
Wow, that really gas.
That gas.
Are we just seeing a
That's
14-14 speedling expand? I mean, this could be a quick final game with the speedling all in. Hope Covariance is ready for it. Especially because he didn't go to scout. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. It seems like for some reason it's wow. Look at this. 2 gases before the Cybercore.
That's a pretty standard double 15 gas. It normally means you're gonna do a tech build though, so we could see Stargate or DTs off of one base. Yeah, and of course then he just proves me wrong and goes for pylon out at the natural. I think the big issue here is gonna be with this gate coming down and no scout. He just probably assumes that there's a hatchery already down, rather than gonna have speedlings coming out. Yep, and he's pulling off for the speedlings, so without the natural there, this could end up very, very bad.
Yeah, this is a old Wings of Liberty build where it was very common like a 3-gate expansion, 3 warp gate expand with sentries. And so what Zergs would do is they would get Zergling speed very early and just delay the expansion at the natural for so long
and apply as much map pressures. Yeah, I mean
yeah,
there's
so
a
much.
whole
And this
system
is
for it.
probably what's going to happen here. I mean, look at the wall that Protoss has to do. That thing is huge. And he has Zerglings coming down, so...
Yeah. I think these initial Zerglings are going to poke, and he's going to make him think, oh yeah, those are just like the original ones, no big deal. But every single Queen Inject is going to be Zerglings coming down the map.
Exactly. And he's probably going to force a cancel on that. I mean, he has one gateway. One gateway cannot stop the Zergling attack.
Oh wow, did he cancel the Zealot he was making? Oh, that's not good at all. The Stalker is not going to be able to fight these Speedlings.
Yeah, he's gonna force a cancel.
Yeah, I think he should just run up into the main, honestly, like he is. Yeah, so he's gonna force that, and then he can force the cancel. Or actually, yeah, try to bust through. And there's a free Stalker.
Yeah. Free Stalker. All right, more Zerglings coming in. And it seems like Zerg has found a hole, and 10 Zerglings are in production. 6 Zerglings just finished up. And 4 more are about to finish up as well. This is looking so good.
I don't think he's going to be able to force a cancel here with just these links. He needs to pull back and try to conserve them as much as he can.
But there's more Zerglings coming.
I know there's more Zerglings on the way, but he just lost 3 or 4 just doing shield damage. He needs to conserve them all in one big group, especially to deal with the zealots that are going to be getting warped in.
More Zerglings trying to do more damage. Oh, nice micro.
Yeah, wow, he's actually spread out the damage pretty evenly. But yep, here comes the zealot, and then...
Alright, here's a nice chunk of Zerglings on their way. But he needs to stop. After this round, the Zerglings, he needs to stop. Because...
Yeah, either this needs to stop, and it's going to be the last round, or if he can kill off the rest of his Nexus, then maybe he can continue. But I don't see him doing that anytime soon.
Oh,
and there's the photon overcharge. It's actually really cool that he forced that, because now he's going to be able to drone up really hard behind this, and he's still going to have all these things threatening it.
And not just that, he walled himself in.
He walled himself in, so now he's going to have to break that down. Forge, Twilight Council going up.
Twilight Council?
We might see TTs. He might.
I know, I was thinking
respond.
that. Especially given those 2 early guesses that he got.
Not much longer than the photon overcharge either. Oh, he's baiting more in by building things. You gotta be careful with your links, man.
Yeah, anyways, back at the Zerg base, he's up at 23 Harvesters against the 30.
Oh no!
Oh! He got in!
Right after he destroyed the, No, kill the sentry. Oh my gosh,
nice.
Right after he destroyed that. He can't just sit here though and let this zealot...
Oh, he actually scouted with his Overlord too. Probably how he knew when to go in.
So he got, looks like, a sentry and about 2 probes. So he didn't get a ton. But he's definitely going to make the Protoss very wary. Actually, the Protoss just did a full wall off. So this is not good.
He's tired.
Oh, no, there he goes.
Tired of these. Oh, okay.
There he goes. Just finishes it. Okay. But yeah, third base going down for the Zerg. He looks like he's slowly slipping drones in as he can, but still making a decent amount of links to try to assert some map pressure.
Yeah, I would like one pair of Zerglings just to go and keep tabs on what's going on at the front of the ramp of the Protoss player. I like that a lot.
Looks like that's exactly the plan. Oh, we're getting charged. That's a charge of +1. This is really early. I'm not exactly sure what he plans to do with that. Maybe just because he saw the early links.
Definitely. A lot of drones though. He's actually caught up now, 40-40.
Yeah, and he's only going to get farther and farther ahead as his third base finishes. So.
Oh wow, I
Good
like this. I like this charge lot upgrade. +1 charge lot upgrade. I like this.
I just don't know how well it's going to do if Entropic switches into roaches at all. If he stays on lings, it's going to just melt them. It's going to help, a lot. But see, and there goes the roach horn. That's going to be a great response.
I feel if he makes enough gateways and he does maybe like a +1 timing attack with the forge, he's saving. Oh shit! He just popped Guardian Shield.
Yeah, Guardian. I hate when that happens.
But
one misclick, and that's whoops.
Yeah, if he's able to get good force fields on the roaches, and with the charge loss, they can just charge in and melt the roaches too, especially with that +1 attack.
He was trying to hallucinate a phoenix. Oh.
So he is moving out. Handful of zealots and. Oh, he's actually going to expand.
That's just to get a third. Okay.
That's fine. I like that.
Macro is way out of here.
He has a handful of probes and his main not doing anything.
Oh yeah, that's just 5 probes sitting around. That's not good. Oh, there he goes. He grabs them all. And he sells an extra 6 workers. He sells an extra 6 workers on his main mineral line.
Yeah, I like what the Zerg is doing. He's playing really solid, I think. Yeah, he has a
just macroing up super hard behind this. Yeah.
He's gonna apply some pressure with some roaches. As long as he doesn't get force fielded.
Which he's got to be really careful. The 4 sentries are going to do wonders in terms of that.
Oh, nice little overseer scouting in. Sees the forge spinning. Scouts that there is not that many gateways out for the Protoss. But
he doesn't have a lot of gateways, and he doesn't have a lot of concrete tech. Like he's going Twilight, but he has he's got 4 gateways and no real robo production to speak of is coming out. He doesn't have Templar, doesn't have Robo Bay.
Yeah, I feel like he really needs a Templar archive right now if he wants to go for this for this Twilight Council kind of tech with
Yeah, do
Target
like
and
charge
Blink.
a lot of Immortal Archon and push in.
Really need it.
But we're gonna have a fourth base going down for the Zerg, and he's actually really recovered really well from that early Sweeping aggression with a lot of greed.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, there goes the gateways. Oh, double robo for that.
And the Robo Bay.
Pump out some losses. And looking at both players' Harvester tab, it's 64, 65, so whoa, we just jumped up to 70.
Yep, Zerg just suddenly got a big spike of workers. That's going to be really good for him.
I like how Zerg is being very proactive about scouting. He's constantly poking around the front.
Yeah, constantly poking, and that's going to be huge for him. Sends Lings up to the front to see what's going on. Tons of gates, though. I mean, yeah, the Protoss is preparing for war.
7th and 8th gas going down. Hive halfway done.
That Hive is going to be really important.
Yeah.
We don't see any Void Ray or Templar tech yet, which is what you need to deal with Ultras and Brood Lords.
Got Hydraless speed as well now too.
His upgrades are kind of lacking, though. That's one thing that early aggression did hurt, is that we have +3 weapons starting for the toss, and we don't even have +1 weapons, ranged weapons done for the Zerg.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you invest so much on that early attack, you really don't invest anything in tech.
I don't think this is the best decision. He's making Hydras into this double Colossus production.
Oh boy. But, oh, it seems like he's gonna scout. What's that Overlord doing? Good man. There.
Speed Overlord, good unit. I think he's checking for the 4th.
Ah. Probably poop some
Yeah,
crit.
he's only using his right now for the gases. And there's the Viper production. So yeah, with the Vipers, we might see a game like we saw with the GM game, where it's just going to be really heavy Hydra Viper Queen, and he's just going to pull all the Colossus into him.
Yeah, definitely. I can, if he positions himself very nicely, he can definitely get some really nice abducts and just change the battle into his favor.
And there's the Spire going down, so we're probably going to see a Broodlord transition afterwards. And like I said, without having a Stargate down, it's going to be really hard to deal with a good Broodlord count. You might be able to get a Blink under, but with Hydras and Vipers, it's going to be a nightmare.
Very proactive. I like the Zerg plays pooping creep all over.
Yeah, I was just going to say that the creep drops are really good. He's blocking both potential 4th bases for the toss.
Wow, 3 Stargates queued up.
Well, there you go. I mean, if you were scared of a Broodlord transition, now he shouldn't be.
Funny. Oh, nice. He has no storm. No storm yet. Halfway done. And he's gonna try and go for the 4th. He's gonna see the Overlord there.
Yeah, he queued up ground armor accidentally on one of his forges, so it's got +3 weapons to finish. Then it has ground armor starting. That's not good. That could have been 45, 50 seconds in already. And we see, wow, +1 attack flyer, +3 armor for the Zerg.
You see a little group up that he has, the Protoss, the entire army he has at his choke.
Yeah.
I just want to fungal that so bad.
Ooh, I like what the Protoss is doing here. He's actually creating a gateway wall at the front here to stop any Zergling run-bys right through there, and that's going to let him not only secure this 4th, but then go north and secure the 5th and the 6th really safely.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. But it doesn't leave him vulnerable to hits by the Hydras.
Oh, and apparently there's a hole in it because the Zergling just ran through. But yeah,
here we
comes
go.
The big Hydra army, and he's just going to get all of these for free.
Yeah, that's the problem with these walls, that Hydra range just outrange everything. But it seems like they're gonna fight.
Can he get the pulls he needs? He gets one. Oh, but devastating
those
storms.
God.
Yeah, no, he has to fall back here. Oh no, you can't sit in the storms, man. Not with the Hydras.
Retreat.
Hydras actually have the exact same amount of health the Storm does. So Storm won't actually kill them because they have the passive regen that all Zerg units have. But it's gonna make them essentially You know, it just makes them literally 1 or 2 HP, and then they die.
Yeah. He's actually making Void Rays now as well, too.
That's really smart.
complement
He's
his
getting
little
ready for
deathfall.
the Brood Lord transition that's inevitable. You see a DT Shrine too. This is a great tactic there's Protoss should all pick up. Is late game, make a DT Shrine. Just because a couple DTs can just destroy the outer expansions that might not have static defense up yet.
Yeah, it punishes very lazy Zergs.
Not even lazy though. I mean, there can be like, oh, you found a base building, and 4 or 5 DTs can, you know, kill it in a couple seconds before Zerg might even be able to react.
Or it could just be a base that's already mining and just Zerg never thought about putting static defense there, and it just wrecks the entire.
Even static defense. It's one of the things late game though is you see a lot of Zergs put like 2 spores and then like 7 or 8 spines, just because even if you have only 1 spore and a couple spines, they will send an excessive amount of DTs or a couple zealots mixed with the DTs to pick off the spore specifically, and then let the DTs wreak havoc. Yeah,
it's a great thing to do with to get DTs late game. They're so cost efficient in the late game.
See, like, look at what he's doing. Look at what Entropic is doing at his leftmost base. Drops the spore in the mineral line, has 2 spines coming up. This thing would be really easy for DTs to sneak around, kill the spore, and then kill off the rest of this base.
That's why usually that's happened to me so many times. Now I just make an overseer instead. Overseer at a base.
Kills both the hallucinations, but his Roach Hydra army is so small.
Oh no.
I do like how he's using the roaches though to just tank and bait out the storms. That's probably his best bet, but I just don't think this is the composition he wants.
Oh, very nice Binding Cloud.
Nice pull.
Those storms.
And Binding Clouds, yeah. If he can, I guess if he can try to trade this army. Oh! He's going to try to trade this army and remax on Muta.
Yeah.
This could work out pretty well.
And he actually has +2 halfway done. It actually works.
He has 2 storms left. He has 2 storms left. He's not making Archons. These mutas could... Oh, and he already has a huge chunk of them. Yeah, these mutas could be devastating. He's just going to have to hold out a couple seconds. And there's the mutas popping. There's the giant
spread him out, spread him out.
It's not even spread him out at this point because he only has to dodge 2 storms. That's the biggest thing. Plus the tosses, yeah, he's going to scare him off just by even showing the muta. But he should really apply pressure right now. That muta switch is going to be huge. Oh, and he botches both the storms.
Yeah.
Not there's one more.
Oh, no. One does hit.
You know what? I don't think he has the unit fire help on because both the storms, from the toss's perspective, would have looked like they were directly on point. But the issue is that of course flying units being elevated, the 3D graphics make it so if you point and click, you got to do it where the little circles are below.
Yeah.
And now we see 3 Phoenix at a time.
But look what happened at the natural.
Oh god! All of the drones just melt. That's not good.
Yeah, and then there's DTs running around to the expansions now as well. So even and then he already
started and then giant
the Phoenix transition. He already started his Phoenix transition, upgrading, getting a fleet beacon too as well. He's ready. More than ready.
Just Covariance has harassment going on everywhere. It's just gonna be so hard for Entropic to deal with this.
Yeah. But 3 different fronts are being attacked by the Protoss player. He has a DT, Colossus, and granted the little force that he had in the main base of the Zerg is now cleared up, but still, was there.
You know, he's using these harassing units, and heck, he has a Colossus just sitting there actually killing one of the bases entirely. It's not good. And it's dead, and then suddenly the DTs arrive.
Yeah, Zerg's economy is now down to 500 minerals to Protoss's 1,800.
Yeah, and then suddenly the Phoenix come. They don't quite have range yet, but they're going to be able to keep them there for days.
Yeah, and they have +1 shield, +1 armor. Ah, don't micro.
I actually talked about this with some Zergs, I think about a couple days back. Those Phoenixes, when you micro them, for Zergs who don't know, they actually have a little drag in their movement. So when you pull them off to one side, like really drastically, it almost delays it a little because they'll still fly a little bit towards the direction you're pointing and then turn.
Yeah.
What this does though is it makes Muta Phoenix fights really hard for the Phoenix player if you, as the Muta player, make them chase you. You make them
Yeah.
chase you, and then you turn on them in a
You turn
second because
around
the
and
Mutas have
you strike
the
them.
Mutas have a
Yeah.
better turn rate.
Boom.
See,
Yeah.
so he obviously doesn't want to chase him right now because he just doesn't have the Phoenix count he needs.
Needs more. We have Phoenix upgrade. Yeah, he does. Phoenix range upgrade already. DTs and zealots hunting around the map at the top right. Zerg.
You know, with
Figure
the
out what to
DTs going
do.
around the map, and he's just not going to be able to take bases anywhere. He's got one mining base left. I guess his natural is now mining, but he's so few workers.
Oh, be careful! No. Oh, and now the Phoenixes should be able to clean this up now.
This is just something he could not afford, and that's going to be game.
He just needs to.
It's just a matter of time at this point. The economy is way too much.
He has nothing. He has nothing. But Zerg, he had a very solid early game and a mid game. It's just that double Colossus transition.
I think it was the double Colossus transition that he saw, and he still made Hydras into it. You know?
Yeah.
I think he could have gone Ultras, or because he had the Hive in time too. He could have gone Ultras or Broodlords fast enough to actually deal with it. Instead, we're just left with these Mutas getting hunted down by the Phoenix.
Right. And Protoss just playing
really
safe.
bad.
He wants to get the death ball. He has it now. It's 200-200. Time to move.
Man, these Phoenixes hurt so much. These Mutas, 22 damage a shot versus no armor Mutas. I mean, with the +1 weapons in the range, like.
Look at that. Ow. Gosh. Yeah, little drag you're talking about. There it is.
Yeah. See. It's a tiny bit. It's almost not noticeable until you get into those Muta Phoenix fights, and then every little unit, every little pixel counts. Wow. So he knows he's going Muta, so he made 6 Colossus. Not sure how I feel about that transition, but I guess with the Phoenix, it doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters at this point. He has stalkers to complement it.
Great, like he had great general game idea mechanics from the Zerg, blocking forests and delaying bases and stuff, but it was just the execution of his army with that information he was given was not what he needed.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, he's just moving across the map now. Seems like he's gonna kill out the last remaining mining base of the Zerg. There is not much that Zerg can do. All he has is 11 Mutas and 3 Corruptors and a Viper. There we go. Bloop. They're trying to do a little counterattack, but look at these Phoenixes just kiting the Mutas.
Yeah, and even the Corruptors is that they can easily kite the Corruptors to the point that the drag almost doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
You still see every once in a while they get a couple shots off, but the Protoss is so far ahead now and so stable to the point that he is now building a solid 8 cannons in the middle of his base, just to have cannons.
Because he can.
Exactly.
It's a cannon party. See, all the probes are going over there to start the party. Got the party hats going already too.
I will say, I don't think I've seen a Zerg quite this stubborn lately.
Stubborn.
Wait, that's so dumb. If I kill a unit in the egg, you guys get a full refund for it?
Wait, what?
If you kill a unit in an egg, well, like in the same way that if you warp in a unit and it gets killed, you don't lose, you lose all your money for it, right? But I was just watching him kill the eggs of the Mutas, and he got 100 back, which
I thought if no, it's if you kill the pylon that when they're warping in, right? You get money.
Yeah,
back.
that's when you get the full refund. But I don't know.
Yeah, but if you kill the you're right.
That's weird. Anyway, that's going to be our last game for the day, and that puts the score at what, 8-3 then for Protoss versus Zerg. Right, so it's really going to fall on the Zerg tomorrow to do anything. Hopefully bring it back.
Exactly. Alright guys, thank you so much for letting me cast these games with you guys. It was a pleasure. Thank you, Fane. Great job today on your win.
Thanks so much. It was a
But
great. It was really fun casting. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. Instead, taking my place will be Gemini. So you can all give him as much shit and pain as you want. He's a fellow mod over at All Things Protoss, and he's GM, so he should be plenty knowledgeable and be able to help you out in the cast.
right on. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.